I am finally home after a month of being away, and it is so nice to be back and settled in. I was in Minnesota for my Sigma meet and greet, and then in Chicago for 3 weeks for vacation, and then Tampa, Florida for another meet and greet, and now I'm home. Thank you so much to all of you who came to my meet and greets. You guys have absolutely no idea what an honor and privilege it was for me to be there and meet you guys and put some faces to the people that I'm speaking to on social media and the internet. It was so surreal and so amazing. Thank you so much for the gifts and the presents and the cookies and the socks. Like, hello, whoever gave me Shih Tzu socks, you guys are amazeballs. As promised, since I am home, I'm gonna jump right back into the swing of things and get back to makeup tutorials. Starting off, I'm gonna be doing this green smoky eye. This is very fall appropriate. It's gonna look good on everybody, but especially brown eyes. Brown eyes will really shine in this look, but the technique anybody can use. It's a very different technique. I don't know, I think I might have done it once in a video before, but it'll make your eyes look bigger and rounder and just bring more attention to them. So yeah, I really hope you enjoy, and if you have any questions, don't forget to check my description bar below my video. I always have so many things down there. Discount codes, information, every product I use, details of everything. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I'm starting off by priming my eyelids with MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm using shade NW20. If you watch my videos, you know that this step never changes. I always use this as a primer. It has a technology to not crease and settle in any fine lines, and it goes in and conceals any blood vessels or redness you might want to cover. I'm giggling throughout this whole video because I'm watching Ferris Bueller's Day Off as I'm recording, so I'm sorry. I'm going in with Makeup Geek's Peach Smoothie Eyeshadow and Sigma's E40 blending brush, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. As you can see, I am just throwing it in my crease all the way from inner corner to outer corner, back and forth in windshield wiper and circular motions, just to ensure that it's completely buffed out. That way these colors don't have any harsh lines. Then I'm going in with Makeup Geek Creme Brulee eyeshadow and an E25 blending brush. This is more of a taper blending brush so you can get more precise in the crease area, and I'm doing the exact same motions from inner corner to outer corner, back and forth, and I'm using a very generous amount of this. As you can see, I'm not being light-handed. I want this to be dark and smoky, just as pigmented on the inner corner as the outer. Then I'm going in with the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. And I'm going to use this green shade right here called Stash. This is a really, really beautiful, deep, dark, sparkly, glittery green. The moment I saw it, it was the first color I was drawn to in this palette. So I'm going to use an E55 shadow brush by Sigma and just pack this all over the lid, starting at the base by the lashes and then working your way up to the crease. Once you get to that crease area where you see I am right now, you don't want to put any additional product on that brush. You just want to go back and forth to blend it out. Don't get frustrated if you have to blend back and forth for a minute or two, because you don't want it to look like my right eye right now. You want it to look like the left. So you don't want any harsh lines. So just keep blending back and forth in that crease and wiggling it around. Then go back with the blending brush and just kind of buff it out to ensure that there are no harsh edges and everything is buffed out perfectly. Then I'm gonna go in with Anastasia Lavish Palette. I know I'm bouncing around from palette to palette to palette today. I'm gonna use this color Moss. Basically what I'm doing is packing this just in the center of my lid. As you can see, it's a lighter color green. So we want the darkest green to be the base, and then Moss is going to go in the center just to bring us a little bit more light. As I have talked about many times before, when you use a lighter shade, it's going to make something pop out. That's why we highlight the cheekbones. So when you put a lighter shade in the middle of the eye, it's going to make it look rounder. I'm going in with another palette, a few of my favorite things by Too Faced. This palette is so amazing. It is absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going in with the shade Tinsel. It's an even lighter color green, and I'm barely going to touch that just in the center ball of my eye. And this is totally an unnecessary step, but I'm just showing you guys what you can do to really get your eyes to pop. So darkest all over the lid, and then lighter, lighter, lighter gradually in the center. If you want to make it pop even more, you can put even lighter color, like just dab it right in the center. Then I'm going in with Inglot's gel liner. I bought this at Macy's when I was in Chicago. I've never used any of Inglot's products before, so this is my first time using the liner. I really like it. As you saw, it is like black as night, so I just thought that I would try it out, and so far, so good. I'm just cleaning up the excess using a makeup wipe, and then I'm gonna go in and put on just a super thin layer of mascara just so that I can pop on some false lashes without my natural lashes looking like they're all pale and green. And then I'm using velour lashes in Strike a Pose. I have told you guys a million times, velour lashes are my absolute favorite. You can see what a difference they make. They're so beautiful, and since you can use them like 25 times, I just keep using the same pairs over and over and over. Then I'm using YSL foundation, the Touchy Claw, and I'm in shade B40. Using a Sigma F80 brush that I use in every single video, every single day of my life. I'm just going to buff this all around my face, and then I'm going to use Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20, the same one I use to prime my eyes, as a concealer underneath. I am using a Sigma Kabuki brush. I'm not sure which one this is, but as always, I'll have all the brushes and information listed down below with links and so on and so forth. So I'm just highlighting with this color, blending it. Make sure you press nice and deep in the under eye area. That way it prevents anything from settling in the little fine lines that we have. And then I'm going to set that concealer with these two MAC Pro powders. They can be purchased at MACcosmetics.com. You do not have to go to a pro store in order to get these. I'll list all that information below as well. And using a Sigma highlighting brush, I'm just going to dab that all around so that my concealer does not move. This is like the most highly asked question that I get in my videos, is my brows. And so I will be doing an in-depth brow tutorial soon, so I'm just kind of skipping over this quickly. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in Soft Brown for those of you who are curious. I'm going to be highlighting my underbrow area with Shroom, which is an eyeshadow by MAC. I also forgot to mention I will be doing an in-depth lash tutorial in the next week or so to show how to apply false lashes, because it's one of the biggest requests that I have. Then I'm just going to run over my lashes just to cover up the lash line in the first place, just using any black liquid liner so that you can't see the base of the lashes. It'll just make it look a little bit more natural. Then with any black eyeshadow and an angled brush, I'm just going to push this up against my lash lines, focusing just in the outer corner of my eye. I am going back with the same brush that I used to apply my eyeliner, which is the E65, and the same Inglot eyeliner. And I'm pushing this in my waterline. You can see what a difference that makes. And this liner lasted, and it did not make my eyes burn because I have super sensitive eyes and they get red from everything. And this did not do that. With any pencil brush, I'm just buffing out the outer edges. I'm not dragging this in. I'm just concentrating on the outer corner to give that really smoked out, almost cat eye look. That way it's not too dramatic and over the top. Then I'm just coating my lower lashes with L'Oreal Full Definition Voluminous Mascara. I always forget what it's called. And then after that, I'm going to go in and contour myself with Hoola Bronzer by Benefit. If you want to see an in-depth video of how I contour and all the steps that I take and exactly why, I will link that video down below. I do use this NARS brush. It is like my holy grail brush. Ever since I purchased it, it's the only way I contour. You can see what an awesome, precise line it gives, and it blends out. It's just, the brush is amazing. It's one of the best brushes I've ever used in makeup, I think. So I'm just gonna go up on the top of my forehead as well, just a little bit, not tons. I don't wanna do over the top bronzing. I really want my eyes to be the main focus of this, so just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with Milani blush in the color Luminesso. This is a really beautiful pinky coral shade. It's got a really nice hint of peach in it, and I'm just going to dab this on the apples of my cheeks and dragging it back a little bit and blending it into that contour. And then I'm going to go in with Physicians Formula highlight. I'm not quite sure the name of this highlight. I forgot. I mentioned it in my favorites video. I'll list it below though. It's a really nice subtle highlight, so I'll have that information down below. And then I'm going to just wipe off the foundation I have on my lips. And you can see that my natural color lips are very red and very bright. People are always asking what lipstick I'm wearing. So that was kind of the color that I wanted my lips to be. And so I'm using Makeup Geek lipstick in Adorable, I believe it is. I'll double check and once again put it in the description bar. But I thought that that was the prettiest, most complementary color to these eyes. I didn't want anything too pale or anything with too much color to disrupt the eyeshadow. So I'm just gonna go over it with Revlon Bellini lip gloss, and after that you are all done. So I really hope you guys enjoy this fall look, and I will see you in my next video. Love you. Mwah. Bye. It has been craziness. Do you want to see him? Look at you. Look at how big you got. You need a haircut. Oh. John just took him outside and look at how dirty his paws are now. Sick. Why'd you get so big? They're the cutest things ever, and on the opposite side, they say Shih Tzu. It's 12 o'clock in the morning. What do? All dressed up and nowhere to go.